Hi. This instructional video is about writing expression as a complex number in standard form. You see, the complex number in standard form is written as a plus bi. This is called the standard form. Okay? Now, keeping that in mind, we're going to perform the distributive property, in this case, FOIL method, to simplify this two binomial. So here we go. We go 5 times 8, which is 40. Then we go 5 times I, which is 5i. Then, of course, the inside values, I times 8, with the coefficient first, 8i. And then finally the last terms of the two binomials, I times I, which is I squared. Anytime you do a distributive property of two binomials, or the FOIL method, you have to combine the middle terms together. So we get 40 plus 13i plus the I squared. Now, on the last instructional video, we talked about the I as being defined square root of -1. So if I said I squared, that's like saying square root of -1 times another square root of -1, which is written as square root of -1 times -1. And since there's two identical numbers, they come out as -1. So we change the I squared here as -1. And we have one more combining like the terms performance, if that's the proper way to say it, to do. So 40 minus 1 is 39 plus 13i. Here's the a, the constant. Here's the b, the coefficient of the I, with the I at the end. And so that becomes my final answer in standard form. That wasn't too bad. Now, why don't you do that one? Good. So you said, two binomials. I do it just like if it was an X instead of an I. It's the same thing. Yeah, just a fancier letter with a different ending. So, take the first term of the two binomials for the FOIL method. -1 times 11 is -11. -1 times I, negative and negative, becomes positive I. The inside terms now, 2i times 11 is positive 22i. And 2i times -i, it's a little tricky, but you could do it, negative, because it's positive and negative, 2i squared. Anytime you do the FOIL method, you're going to combine the middle terms. So you get -11 plus 1i plus 22i gives you plus 23i minus the 2i squared. Now, in the last example, we just said I squared is rewritten as 1. Remember that? So that's kind of like saying, if you take a look at it, it's -2 times I squared is -1. So if I rewrite it, it becomes -11 plus 23i, okay, negative and negative plus 2. Now, to write in standard form, we have to combine the constants together. So -11 plus 2, it becomes smaller negative 9 plus 23i. And there you have it in standard form.